Hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood reaction. I have a funny feeling that by the end of this series, this is a contender to be my favorite anime, you know? And this is just getting better and better and better with every new episode, and man, the hurt feels so good. You know, I'll literally be like, I really like this character, really like that character, something bad happens, there's a big twist, and I'm like devastated, but that's how you should feel. An anime should make you feel sad, make you feel happy. You should have highs and lows. And man, does Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood have that. Anyway, subscribe to this channel if you're new. Without more talking from me, let's jump into my first time ever reaction to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 29. My guess is they just get let go. That's what I'm thinking. Also, it really shows...
Hey, where are you taking us?
Just get in.
How much stronger they are than the Elric brothers. Because the Elric brothers have always been able to fight quite well. And in a situation like this, they got no chance. They can't win.
This looks like...
It's Central Command. We were right below it.
Hey! You guys are plastered with filth.
So they've been there this whole time. I never would have guessed they were beneath the command center.
So maybe it's not just the Fuhrer. The entire military might be involved. But hey, there is some good news in all of this.
You saw it? My body's still in there?
It is. I tried to reach out for it, but it said that it couldn't go with me, since I wasn't its soul.
My body, it still exists. Yes, yes!
Yes! And now that we know it's there, we're one step closer to getting it back. Al, what's that weird little cat doing in here?
Well, you know that little girl?
Are you serious? She's inside your armor?
Brother, stop yelling! And while you're at it, will you put on some pants?
Hey, what's the holdup? Get a move on!
Well, I hope for Ed's sake he's at least well endowed, you know, so he can be, like, impressed, you know. Maybe he's hung like a damn horse, and when flipping Envy walks in, he's like, Jesus Christ, man! Put it away, you'll kill someone! Don't turn around too fast, you might take someone's head off. Like, that's what I'm hoping.
Jeez, Al, did you really have to bring her along with us?
What else was I supposed to do? She's hurt pretty bad.
Hey! Wrath will take over babysitting you now. Right this way.
Wrath? Wrath? Is Fuhrer King Bradley? Colonel? What's going on?
Where should I begin? Fury's been shipped south, Fallman's been sent up north, and Breda's been reassigned to the west. Lieutenant Hawkeye is now a personal assistant to the Fuhrer.
What the hell is this? They're practically holding him hostage.
Go ahead and take a seat.
I can't stand Bradley, man. This guy is just the ultimate arrogant son of a bitch. He doesn't give a crap about his son. That's the problem, alright? You'll notice that there is a trend, alright? If you're a bad parent and you're in an anime, you can suck my balls. Both of them. I will not put up with that stuff. That is a line drawer from me, okay?
The guards left us alone. There are 3 of us and only 1 of him.
He's only got one sword with him.
So he's that confident he could take us all at once.
Fuhrer? So what was that in the hospital that day? When you came to visit me? You really had us going, didn't you?
I love how they all thought about the same thing as well. The second all 3 of them are in there, they're all like, we're all quite tough, you know. We could maybe kick this old guy's ass, you know. And they're like, but then again, he's really confident, so...
I don't recall lying. I instructed you to suspect everyone, and not to meddle any further. The only thing that you need to know is that you're important to us, and there's no need for you to dig any deeper. Accept the importance of your role and keep your heads down. You do that, and no harm will come to you.
Well, that's great for us. But what happens to all the people who aren't lucky enough to be considered sacrifices?
There's nothing you need to know that I haven't already told you. Is that clear, Full Metal Alchemist?
You chose that as my title. I only joined the military because I thought it might help us get our bodies back. But now I know what the State Alchemist program really is. You're using it as a way to recruit your sacrifices. Well, I'm not gonna let you use me to accomplish your sick goals. I resign my title as a State Alchemist.
The symbol of a dog, fittingly crusted with blood.
Your plans are gonna fail. I swear on my own grave that I'm gonna stop you. I'll warn the other State Alchemists. I'll tell them.
What was that lovely young girl's name again? Ah, yes. It's Winry Rockbell. Your automail engineer. And you grew up with her in Risenbull as well, if I'm not mistaken. She's practically a family member, isn't she? I've heard that she's made quite a name for herself with her customers in Rush Valley. Such a sweet and trusting girl.
You stay away from her! Just leave her out of this!
Well,
You gotta love the difference in terms of composure between Mustang and Ed. It's like, Mustang is incredibly strong, right? We've already known that. He's like successfully killed Lust, right? He's a badass. Ed is also very strong, but he's still getting stronger. We are seeing progression in his character getting better, right? But both Ed and Al have seen the truth, which makes them quite formidable as opponents. But Ed never keeps his cool in situations, whereas Mustang always does. And it's interesting because his anger often gets the better of him. I also find it interesting in returns of Winry as well, because using her, you know, I feel like they should all run away. They should run away and form their own, like, super team somewhere in the desert. The other thing is, the last episode, I didn't know who Granny was. Young Granny. A few of you in the comments went hard on me. A few of you went easy. Sometimes you guys can be dicks in the comments. I'm just going to say it. Sometimes, but I like the ones that always stick up for me. You guys are the real ones. But yes, it was hard for me to tell that that was Granny simply because it didn't look like her. And I'm not great with names. I'm only watching this once through with all of you. And sometimes there's a few days between reactions. So sometimes that helps me think of things. Sometimes it doesn't. So yes, I've only been told her name in one episode. And I don't remember her name. So when I was told this name and told Rockbell, it was confusing me. It took a while to get there. But yes, I know that it was Granny. And the fact that the father was the same age, but she was younger, everything was just throwing me off in that episode. It was a confusing episode.
to you.
Hopefully you can forgive me.
If you'd rather not take it, then I will simply have to cut her down.
Really fancy, like, bacon sandwich. Maybe veggie bacon. Yeah, bacon.
How thoughtful.
Sir, you don't have to worry about us, but I have to ask, if we're going to continue to serve under your watch, will you please allow us to keep searching for a way to get our original bodies back? Please, sir.
I don't see why not, as long as you don't interfere with our plans. And what do you have in mind, Colonel? You wouldn't do something so petty as to quit the military.
Good question. I'm on a short leash here, and I still find that preferable to giving up. And I still have my ambitions. Your plans don't change that. So I'll hang on to this. And I'll retain my rank, too.
That's fine with me. We have nothing more to discuss.
I would like to ask you one question.
This is all so
Sir.
weird.
Would you now? Go ahead.
Are you the one who murdered General Hughes?
No, that was not me.
Then who did?
Colonel, I agreed to one question.
We'll be leaving now.
Just one moment, Alphonse.
I love how, he obviously knows that there's a body inside of Alphonse. That's what he's about to say. I love how Mustang, deep down, is still in that revenge mission for Hughes, which I really like there as well. The thing is, they don't really have any other choice, right? So this scene could be seen as very weird. Like, they're all calm. This guy is a scumbag. He's the dictator of all this fucking evil in their eyes, him and father, right? So it'd be easy for them to flip out and be angry and try and fight him because of how much hurt he's brought to their lives. But they can't win. They're in a corner, so they might as well act the way they are. There's no point like screaming at a tsunami heading your way. It's not going to stop it. You see what I mean? Like they just get swept away either way. So it makes sense.
Is that all?
That's all. You are now dismissed.
That was too close!
Oh, hey, Colonel. Help us out. Have you got any change?
Want my money now?
Just give it. Jeez, is that all you got, really?
It's apparently more than you've got!
Sure, whatever. See ya.
Hey!
Sorry, Colonel. We'll explain everything later.
What the hell's with them?
This part's a bit weird.
No! The lieutenant! Lieutenant!
Is there something troubling you, Colonel? You seem slightly discomposed.
Well, just how do you expect me to appear? I had hoped a young woman would be standing there, not a mustachioed muscle man.
Flipping Armstrong, we've seen nothing of. I'd almost forgotten he was in the, like, if I hadn't seen him to the end of the anime, I would have completely forgotten about him. Like, just not seen nothing of him. I have no idea where his allegiances lie or anything.
Colonel?
Lieutenant!
I was getting worried. Sorry. Lieutenant Hawkeye, reporting back to post from latrine break, sir. Major Armstrong happened to be passing by. He was nice enough to watch my post for me. Thanks for everything, Major. I appreciate it.
No trouble at all.
So you didn't run off?
Someone once told me to never give up no matter what, and once was all I needed.
Just don't ever tell me you'd wished you'd run when you'd had the chance. Alright?
It's too late for regrets.
Hello? Ed? Well, this is a surprise. You didn't break your automail again, did you?
What? No! I'm calling because... Is everything all right? Have you noticed anything weird? Like any
Is
suspicious
Winry
people
getting
following
older?
you?
Winry looks
Well,
different.
Ed,
What is it?
you're creeping me out.
What's creepy?
It's just... Well, it's actually pretty rare to get a call from you. And I've never heard you worry about me.
She's playing with the phone line. Interesting. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Huh. I swear Winry looks different. Are they all grown up? Like, how much time is passing?
This is weirder than a snowstorm during the summer.
Well, fine. Maybe I won't worry.
Thank you, Ed. Really, thank you. It means a lot.
Sure. You're certain everything's okay, right? Yeah. Okay, bye. I think she's still safe for now.
You know, it's that kind of desperate worry they're gonna manipulate you with. No, it's greed. Still.
I don't know.
What do you want?
I can't help
Your
it.
pal asked me to bring this to you.
I also
They
love
did?
Greed's voice actor as well.
What does it say? It's in some other language.
Yeah, it is. But he just wants you to deliver it to some girl.
Lanfan? Is this some kind of trick? Because if you follow us and try to kill her...
I've got more class than that, all right? And as a rule of thumb, I don't fight women. And another rule of mine is to never tell a lie, but hey, it's your call.
I can't
Hey,
help
wait,
but like
wait!
Greed, man.
It's still greed, kid.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Like, Greed is just such a good character, isn't he? He is just such a good character. I love his voice actor. I love his vibes. His energy is completely different to everyone else in the show. It's a tough one. I'm pissed off at Greed for doing what he did, but at the same time, I really like Greed as a character. I'm so conflicted about that whole Ling Greed situation.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Is Scar still there? Has this dude not left? Is he the only one still cutting about in these tunnels?
Monster.
Bro, you gotta
Cause will
move.
bring to initiate a civil war and ravage an entire country. Is someone there? Who is that? Did you come from outside? I can help you if you're injured. Why don't you come down here? Is everything all right outside?
He's seen the truth.
It's safe to
He's
come
a
down.
sacrifice.
The guard won't be back for a while. Let me help you with your injuries. I'm actually a doctor. So you're in Ishvalan. Was your head wounded in the... You're not the one known as Scar, are you? Tell me who you are first, and what are you doing down here? My God! This must be fate! I'm the alchemist responsible for the extermination of your people!
It's nothing serious.
What?
Just a mild concussion. She'll be fine after a few days of rest.
I'm so relieved.
Well, I'm sure as hell not. You seem to think this is a hospital. You've filled my house with patients. Where am I supposed to sleep now? Tell me that!
I'm sorry!
I'm not running a halfway house for injured young
Alphonse,
girls.
what are you doing? You shouldn't be out of bed.
The young lord, isn't he with you?
He's not, but he's still alive. I've got a message from him.
Wait, Greed said that Ling told Greed to deliver that. So what? Can Ling talk to Greed inside of his head then? Are we just overlooking that?
Lanfan?
It says he found a philosopher's stone. The young lord has saved our clan. And now we have to return to our country. We gotta get the news to our people. Where is he? Will you take me to him? What's wrong? Why are you being so quiet? Has something happened to the young lord? Please talk to me, Alphonse. Where is the prince?
Lanfan? How much time you got?
So what do you think of that body, Greed? Decent enough?
Ah, so you must be Wrath. Yeah, the body's great. Listen to this. It's royalty. The kid was a prince of Shing. The funny thing is, he let me take control. He thought I could make him emperor or something. What an ambitious little brat.
I spoke to him once about politics. His naive theories on leadership were amusing. He said a king's duty is to his people, as if the people actually mattered when ruling a country. The fool. Just look where his allegiance to the people has gotten him now. Typical human.
Shut the hell up! Don't underestimate humans!
I know. He's patient, just waiting for any chance he can get. I've got to stay on my toes.
He must be starting to reconsider his ambitions. Now that he's taken a monster like you into his flesh.
Are we overlooking this? I'm confused. I feel like this is being really overlooked in the show. I don't understand. They pretty much implied that Ling is dead, but Ling left the message, and now Ling just spoke then, and Bradley had a shocked reaction but then seemed mellow about it? Like, why is it so overlooked? Is it just common that the host fights back? And they're like, it's normal. Like, I don't understand. Should Bradley not be more worried and Greed be more worried? Or did Greed not know that happened? Did Greed not know that happened? Is that why? Was Greed clueless that Ling took over?
Bradley is a homunculus?
Oh, they're telling Armstrong!
Can't be. The only thing I've ever wanted to do was protect my fellow countrymen. And I'm not the only one. So many soldiers have put their trust in the military. And this is the truth.
You could resign, Major. With your disposition, I'm afraid you'll suffer otherwise.
Armstrong's good! I like it. Happy.
How can we fight a war like this? It's wrong!
Major, you're disobeying an order. You're dismissed. Call Central for a replacement alchemist.
I collapsed in Ishval. I couldn't bring myself to stay and fight. The military's methods were ghastly. I could see their malignance. But still, I chose to turn away and run when I should have fought to protest their actions. That decision, it's haunted me every day since then.
I'm so happy
Makes me
Armstrong's
sick
good.
that I abandoned my beliefs. And now...
And before you guys give me shit in the comment section going, of course Armstrong was good because in episode 5 he said this, and in episode 12 he said this, how do you not remember, blah, blah, blah. Kiss my ass, alright? Just because you guys know everything and are super geniuses. I wasn't sure because of how many people have recently been found out to be working with the damn Führer. Like in a few episodes ago, we found out all the higher ups are. So I wasn't sure if Armstrong would be part of that as well. Especially considering we haven't seen him in a few episodes, I thought it would make sense for his reveal to be being bad. But now we are seeing that he is indeed good. I'm happy because I like him as a character.
I face the
Oh no, I said the cursed words. Alright, Armstrong dies next episode.
military again. I have to fight. I couldn't live with myself if I ran away now.
And how do you plan on handling all of this, Colonel?
The Fuhrer asked me that. I told him I wasn't gonna quit or give up my ambitions. The Fuhrer seemed like he was downright eager to reveal his true nature as a homunculus to me. It appears he wants me to know there's someone even more powerful giving him orders. Seems they're testing me. I have to admit I'm honored.
You seem surprisingly calm.
I don't know. It's just... well, it's similar to how I felt during the battle with Lust. I've been called a human weapon and a monster. Maybe I deserve it, but I can tell you this much. I never feel more human than when I'm fighting real monsters.
I see.
Oh.
He accepted the stone and let the beast take control.
I'm sorry. I wish we could have stopped him.
Don't apologize. I'm only upset with myself for being unable to protect him. But the prince... he's not gone. He's just trapped inside of this greed creature, right? I need your help. I want a new arm. As soon as possible.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You haven't healed yet.
I need an automail engineer now. Please help me.
Well, if only they knew one. If only they knew one. But they don't. There's none. They don't know a single one.
Yeah, okay. I'll introduce you soon.
Oh, wait.
But you need to get your strength back first. I'll ask Dr. Knox to make you some food. I don't think you should be up yet. It's, Mei Cheng, right?
Mei?
What's going on?
You're a watchdog for the Yao clan.
I know you too. You're the Chang heiress.
Very good. I'm the 17th daughter, Princess Mei Cheng.
I also know why you're in this country. To obtain immortality.
Too bad you won't live to see me get it.
You won't even leave this room, princess.
Hey, just hold on a minute. I don't know what this is about, but you can't fight like this.
Quit trying to interfere with the affairs of our country!
My wounds aren't going to slow me down.
Is that so? Well, neither will mine.
What the hell do you two think you're doing? You're supposed to be resting in bed.
Quit trying to interfere with the affairs of
I don't care about the affairs of your country, dumbass! Jeez. It doesn't matter where you're from. You're both my patients. You're not planning on making an even larger mess around here, are you? Huh? Because if you do, you might release an unknown pathogen from the floorboards and kill everyone in the house.
How could it get messier in here? I wonder how long it's been since he bothered cleaning. Huh? I found this on the floor.
Huh? So that's where it's been all this time.
Hey! You can't throw away a family picture!
I don't speak to my wife and son. What's the big deal? And who are you to decide what I do with my own stuff? Why don't you go get some coffee or something?
He's a bad dad? Guys, I was just starting to like him. He was funny, but now, fuck that guy.
Thanks for taking the time to come by.
I'll give the benefit of that. We don't know
you
yet.
came. I was honestly starting to get a little worried.
It worked. I'm able to use my alchemy again.
Okay. Okay. So it's obviously some sort of like radius
Hey,
thing.
very nicely done up there. That takes care of all of our repairs for the day.
Yeah, you can always rely on a state alchemist. These other alchemists around here just can't compare. You should have seen those guys. We had a couple of local alchemists helping us with repairs this morning. All they really ended up doing was looking foolish, though.
They came strolling in here like they were the very best, and the next thing you know, their alchemy wouldn't work.
He said this morning. That was when we were underground.
Mr. Alchemist! Thanks again!
Thank you.
Oh, interesting.
I
Interesting.
know Envy told me they're just mindless energy. But I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me. Which means I'm not fully convinced. Snap out of it. got bigger things to be concerned with. The alchemy. If those guys were right, then we weren't the only ones who couldn't transmute this morning. If so, how come Scar and that little girl were able to use theirs?
Oh, the little girl. I didn't think about that. She doesn't have any tattoos, right? She does it using a circle. Interesting, a transmutation circle. But Scar does have tattoos, which is my theory as into how he was able to use it, but she doesn't. That's a good point.
What does that mean?
So it must be something different other than tattoos.
Could their alchemy be different from ours? That's the only thing that makes sense.
Oh, the alchemy. It's a different kind of alchemy. Ah, I forgot about that. Can Ling use it? I don't remember if he's used it before.
I'm gonna have to make him teach it to me somehow. Maybe I can use it to get Al's body back and take down that bearded bastard. Oh yeah, I've got to get this to the lieutenant.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. Usually when the song comes in a bit earlier, that is a little inkling to there being an after credit scene. So, is there an after credit scene? Maybe. Oh,
They forced me to follow through.
there is. Is it a big one? It might have to be muted. I'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it might have to be muted. All right, so there is an after credit scene by the looks of the thing.
They forced me to follow through with their plans. I made a stone for them, and I used the lives of countless Ishvalans to do it. And now, they're forcing me to cooperate on an experiment that's likely to result in another genocide. I beg you, please stop it. You have to kill me, please. Please take my life. My own death is the only form of revenge that I have. Your appearance here, right now, you're like a god to me. Tell me everything about Ishval. I want to hear the entire story. What did you use my people for? You'll tell me all of it. Give me the truth before my right hand destroys you.
Are we gonna see more Ishvalan stuff? The thing is, not the Ishvalans aren't all wiped out, right? There's still a few of them left. The FULLMETAL Alchemist Brotherhood has some really dark tones when you think about it. The fact that the entire story of FULLMETAL Alchemist Brotherhood is like can be summed up in a evil dictatorship government decides to just slaughter and mass genocide a group of completely innocent people over a falsified claim of death that they themselves instigated. So, bottom line is, they just wiped out a country for a reason that they made up. That had nothing to do with it. In the most brutal way they could possibly think of, and now they want to just keep doing that. The story of FULLMETAL Alchemist Brotherhood is literally about an evil underground dictatorship government trying to wipe out humanity. Going on mass genocide missions and people trying to stop them from the inside. That is crazy when you think that is the story. At least what we're presented with so far. How many episodes are there? I don't want to go too far ahead because I don't want to see thumbnails that are going to spoil it. But I can have a little look, right? I can have a little look. So we're on episode 29. How many more episodes are there? The show is so much more darker than I thought it was going to be. 64. Okay, we're not halfway through. So on episode 32, we'll be halfway through. Yeah, I say this all the time when I talk about FULLMETAL Alchemist Brotherhood to people. I did not expect to like it. I didn't think the show would be anywhere near this dark. But goddammit, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm enjoying the dub as well. The dub seems to be fine. The voice acting is very good. The characters are very good. I can see why so many people tell me to check out the voice acting, to check out the dub version. A lot of people say the dub version is like nostalgic. You guys grew up listening to the dub version, that sort of stuff. And I can see why. I'm one of these people when it comes to double sub. I don't care. I'm not part of the crazy war. I will just watch whatever's good. You know, like, I don't mind. I don't know why it's such a big deal. At the end of the day, watch what you like. Who cares, man? Just literally, if one is better than the other, watch that one. And if you don't like it still and you prefer something else, then watch that one. It's the same with food. You wouldn't go to a restaurant and order what someone else wanted, right? if the person in front of you, like you're standing in a queue, person in front of you goes, oh, I'll have the bacon cheeseburger. You wouldn't then go, oh, well then now I gotta get that. I'll have the bacon cheeseburger. You order what you want, right? You order what you want. So watch what you want. Jeez, why does everyone get so angry about it? It's like, some sub is better than dub. Some dub is just as good as sub. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. Man. I don't know. The calmness is driving me crazy. Everyone's so chill and mellow. Everyone's just like, there's homunculi. If you're Bradley's homunculi, they're trying to take over the world. They want us to sacrifice. It doesn't matter. We'll deal with that later. We'll come back to that later. For now, I'm gonna try and find my body. Mustang's gonna keep trying to level his way up the ladder. Blah blah blah. Like, how can they just put all this on the back burner? It's driving me crazy how chilled they are. It's annoying. If I was in their shoes, I'd literally would have called Wimry, got all my family together, Granny and everybody, put them all in some house, high security, and then gone to war. That's literally what I'd be doing. I'd like try and, like Ed's doing, to try and get stronger, learning other forms of alchemy. It's very smart. Do that, learn other forms of alchemy, put everyone in some sort of secure location, and go to war. Round up your army. Get Mustang, get Armstrong, get Flippin' Teacher, get everybody, and go kick this guy's ass. That's literally what I'd be doing. That's what but they seem to be so chill. They're all going to go on holiday or something. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you did, press the subscribe button and join the family. Thank you very much for watching. I love all of you beautiful, amazing people. And as always, my friends, see you in the next video.